also on my YouTube live channel at duquesgrove.com. Auset Krishna Rukmini channel. Please come. I just want to share for a moment. I'm going to be really quick because I have a meeting to go to at 6 p.m. down at In Harmony Cafe. I put it out there. My wonderful, powerful, beautiful Canadian sister, Sonia Carwall, will be hosting this business network event. Tickets are only $7. So come on out and join on in. So I'm on my phone. I'm testing out this new technology here. But hey, happy new month. Early is tomorrow is coming. The Scorpio full moon transformation, no energy is already here. Let me tell you, because I'm feeling it. I'm seeing it. And I'm seeing the pieces of these things unfold into a very God sensible reality for I. And also for the collectives. Tomorrow is what they call May Day, right? Mayday, that sounds like a damn emergency, like people are just all over the place. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Yeah, acting like a bunch of lunatics, all in their feelings, things changing, chaos. Scorpio is a chaotic energy. Do I know? Because I'm a stellium, okay? And so, well, really, actually, I guess it's not really May Day. As I looked into it, they're not calling it that anymore. I guess all these daggone silly ass holidays. International Workers' Day, to appreciate love those people who have strived in their labor rights, and who look forward to that SSI check that many of us may never get. But anyhow, yeah, and I just wanted to share some enlightening points about this full moon in Scorpio, beloveds, because it is a trip and it's really got me. Somebody just texted me. What the heck? Distractions. So, anyway, the full moon Scorpios really got me in some in-depth introspect. As Scorpios like to go deep. We represent a lot of the depth of things that are hidden. Some people like to associate Scorpio with Lilith at times, because a lot of those taboos, those things that are suppressed and we're told to leave behind because they're not good for us. And so there's a lot of heaviness on transformation. Whenever we walk into the path of a Scorpio, we should always know Scorpio season, a Scorpio person like me or other entities. You see a Scorpion, okay, on TV, there's some transformation, possibly some chaos going on. And chaos is not always negative. There's chaos going on even where we can't see it underneath the soil, the roots trying to crack through all the material of the earth and things and find its place and grow its branches, and leaves and things. So, heaviness on transformation and realness and truth about relationships. This is not the time to argue, although, we have a lot of work to do and there's a lot of chaotic energy. There needs to be, I hear, a lot of rest. And what I am speaking to you, I am also speaking to my own Ori, to my own spiritual consciousness beautifully. So I had to understand something real when it comes to relationships here recently, especially after what happened to me with the injustice with police 2 weeks ago. And I know the community has very well known my business, but I keep that more to myself, as I had to understand truly when I reach out for support and tell my story, people don't really seem to care. They act like they want to offer help, but then they just want to gather information to pry and be nosy as hell. So, or they want to give their opinions and their support where help was not even fruit and asked, right? Know-it-alls, arrogant, knucklehead Negroes, So in this understanding came something real, that not everybody who smiles in our face always want to take our place. No, not necessarily so. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're just not aligned with us, as that song says by Undisputed Truth. Your enemies don't mean you no harm. When you know where you're coming, when you know when where they're coming from. So when we understand these aspects of relationships, the foundation and the roots in which they are growing and developing, relationships with some issues in our lives or jobs or family issues within ourselves that we're resolving, that everything for our growth, learning, and healing to grow into greater recognition of ourselves is not always aligned with us. We think a lot, we know what we want, but a lot of times we don't even know that. I think because a lot of people don't know how to decipher their intuition from their ego. So, going on to that, let's not try to conflict, okay? There's a lot of chaos and it wants to conflict because chaos is really trying to strive for a harmony of peace. And a lot of people are out here projecting their disharmony and their unrest in peace. Okay. Some people are competing with us just for being who we are, but not everybody is competing with us who don't, who may not like us. And it may not even be that they don't like us, they just don't understand us and know how to integrate with us, to harmonize with us, to relate to us, meeting us where we are. Okay. And so some people will speak limitations over us, tell us things we can't do, what we supposed to do, how we supposed to do it, because either they love us and care for us and they want to see the best for us, or they love us or they don't, and they just want to be a control freak and think they know everything and try to give us what it is that we really don't need, but what works for them, instead of meeting the other individual and resonating to connect what works with them. A great quote by Bell Hooks I posted earlier on Facebook. What was it? I want to find it real quick. So I'm going to find it real quick. I appreciate love your patience. I ain't going to be on here long. I got to get off here in a second. If it's going to come up, it might not. It was a quote by Bell Hooks when she was talking about divine femininity. I was listening to a video of hers. If you guys know Bell Hooks, I don't necessarily want to call her a feminist because feminism is not necessarily for Black women, at least how this construct of American social system has made that. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. I can't find it right now. So, but she said something like, pretty much unconditional love is when we know that not everyone is going to think the way that we think. So knowing that, we know how to connect, to resonate. So some people speak limitations over us because they haven't freed themselves to be vulnerable and open about who they are. Instead of being open and vulnerable about who they are, they rather point the finger at you, at me, and say, oh no, not me. I don't want to talk about me. Let's talk about you. And for a long time, because of these projections and all these silly stuff, I've been influenced from other people. I've realized I've had a people pleaser mentality. I've taken things when I shouldn't have. I sat quiet when I shouldn't have. I've spoke when I shouldn't have. And for a long time that caused a lot of confusion, and still at times does, which is why it's necessary for a lot of us enlightened beings to know that we work in pairs with our Ori, our higher self, and also the spirit of whatever guides us in ancestry. Okay, whether you agree or disagree or not, this is my knowing because this works for me. Okay, always has and always will. Okay, when I didn't do this, sugar, it wasn't. But for a long time, it slowed me down. I've minimized myself listening to these voices that weren't my own, all in my head, telling me I wasn't ready, or I was this or that. I'm not good enough to be here. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a know-it-all. I talk too much. All these things. But, mo dupe. I give thanks to the Most High that my Ori has been speaking to me, and I listen to that respectfully, humbly, beautifully, okay? And I'm choosing to listen even more now, and I'm shoving other people out, okay? I'm no longer building with people whose energies I can't sit with in peace. Hold on here. What am I doing? Oh, that's what I was supposed to be doing. Hold on. Let me do the app so I can get y'all attention here. Okay. All right, viewer, you on here? Come on, say something if you want to get in on the conversation. All right. I hope you watching because you want to learn something and you miss my face and not to be nosy and a monitoring spirit because I will your ass away like a cockroach. Thank you. So, anyways, for a long time, I've slowed down myself. I've minimized myself. And now I'm choosing to listen where I'm no longer building with people whose energy I can't sit with in peace. I don't care who you is in the community or what you say, God you be, what tribe you from, and all how much money you got. One, all skin folk and kin folk. Two, all family ain't family just because you blood. Some people just be relatives, and that's okay. Family's about bonds. And all money ain't good money. You don't want to work with people who's gonna mess up your money, your energy. If your peace is messed up, then our wealth is messed up because our health. Okay. So I'm no longer sitting in this energy no more. I can't sit with this and not be in peace and not be in love and not be in a friendship and not being in business. This is why Dukeways Grove is so imperative. It's more of an organization, I feel like, than a business. You know, what they want to call an LLC, because Dukeways Village brings back that ancestral intimacy, that relatable thing to see people more than the value of a dollar. I know we live in a capitalistic system. The money rules this country, rules this plane right now. But people need to be seen for more than that. They have value other than their monetary value. They have skills, they have services to offer. You, me have services to offer. If someone tells you because you can't afford this and this and you ain't this, I don't even care if it's my ass. And talking about you ain't shit because you broke ass nigga. I said that back in the day to many people when I was off the chain. You ain't got to believe it. It might not be real. If you don't believe the perspective, then hey, take what resonates and leave the rest. Can't nobody hurt us when we know who we are and we've healed in an area of our confidence. We've gotten, more stern in our heads as Aries, channel that Leo, lioness, courageousness, and because alignment matters more than appearance. People are transforming and even shape shifting their energy, their looks to put on these aesthetics and look like the part, looking like a whole Halloween costume mask. What his name is? I don't know, that Michael guy running around looking crazy looking white man. So anyways, I'm going to talk about this season. Keep it real so you can be more attractive to how to be a better, real, authentic energy. I'm a very attractive being. I know this more than anything now. And I'm proud to say this beautifully because I didn't used to always have this confidence inside and out. People are just drawn to me and others like yourself as well. And people don't like us because they feel there's a lot of people out there who don't like us just for being us because we're so attractive. People are drawn to us. Money is drawn to us. Abundance is drawn to us. Resources. So many things are drawn and attracted to us and we receive it. But because an individual may feel lack in themselves, wherever that is, or compare and contrast to want to compete because they don't feel they have the abundance, they don't want to share, they want to gatekeep. Look, I ain't doing that with none of y'all people at all. Abundance, abundance, abundance. We all can share and go around. And this is what Dukeways Village is about. Shared economics. That, what is it? Cooperative economics. Somebody correct me if I get it wrong. Look, I don't know everything. Umoja, is that cooperative economics and Ubuntu? Community, something like that. But I'm getting to a point here. When we are real and authentic with ourselves, not caring what anybody else thinks, hell, we free ourselves from our own hell. We are vulnerable. When we are vulnerable, as an elder said, we are free. We're not hiding anymore. We don't have anything to hide about ourselves, and we become more giving of ourselves, giving to others. So I want to share how we can be more authentic in our truths, be more attractive. I am a manifest and a generator. So work on with me. And I'm going to do an abundance ritual that's going to be woo-wee, about to have the family over here, okay? Anybody want to get in on it? I don't know. I know people are doing all this Facebook, social media stuff to monetize. I really don't care about that. Putting regular rituals and stuff and just all this stuff. I just ain't got the time or the energy. look, I might put it out there and say, come and join me at the house online. I got to figure out a schedule for myself so I can figure out how I'm going to better conduct myself in business as business is growing and expanding. So, in conclusion, before I end, because I got to get out of here, this season is about being real with ourselves, because when we're not, that's a real imbalance and that causes a lot of real hell. So, what are we going to do? We're going to choose truth. My acts on the block. Okay, truth will then balance out to bring justice that is deserving. Whether you get the good karma, bad karma, whatever you got coming to you that you put out, you better hope you put out how it was just, okay? And believe it. We're choosing to grow higher, more consciously, more aware. I don't even want to keep saying consciously, more aware, more knowing, okay? More wise in who and what we know, okay? We are choosing to move how our spirit guides us, trusting our gut. Okay, my little chub gut here. Trusting our gut, our flubs. See a little flub? Yeah, trust your flub. Now you gotta be careful with this flub because this flub can be distrustful depending on what you put in your gut. Okay, so the gut they say is the second mind. Okay, but it's really I see as the first divine mind on the physical plane at least. But anyway, so if you've been feeling lonely in this shift, know that you are not alone. You're never alone, ever. That was so hard for me to learn and understand. Even when I'm by myself sitting in this chair like now. Somebody energy out there is here. Look, there's a big fat ass robin around my porch. Am I alone? No. Y'all call them angels, Elohims, or whatever. When y'all talking to them, are you alone? No. There's a gnat in here somewhere. No. You talk to God, right? Is you alone? No. You talk to yourself, your higher self, which is your spiritual self, to your physical self. Are you alone? Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. I gotta play that. So, anyways, I'm getting ready to go to this speed networking meeting. Anybody want to come join out at Dexter Avenue in Detroit from 6 to 8 with me and my wonderful, beloved Ayurvedic ambassador. She's dope as a I don't know. She's dope as Krishna and Rukmini and them, okay? With her fine, beautiful self. Don't even look her age. Hosting a powerful business networking session. I'm looking forward to coming. Distractions. So I'll be going live tonight, okay, at 9-ish. I'm going to work on being on time. I'm not perfect, okay? I am a mother, single mother raising on her own. I'm very single, so anybody, hello. Don't be coming in my inbox without permission though. At least send me a message on the thing, let me know you coming in my inbox before you do, because I'm gonna hit you up with my return to sender attitude. Okay. So I'll be going live tonight at 9-ish to talk about this energy, my shared perspectives and experiences, and tap into maybe if I feel like it. A collective reading, you know what I'm saying, for those navigating transformation and change right now. But anywho, thank you for listening, boo-boos. Moni Ferry me. I got both my camera and my phone and computer camera on, so I'm a little confused. All right. Love you all. I'm on YouTube. Moni Ferry. I see you. Oleta. Odabo. I love you. Who is this coming to my door with this bag? I hope it's food. Okay, see you. Odabo. Oh,